So Ramesh, can I show you how it works on the in the application?
No, first let me show you how it works on the browser.
Okay.
So before John shows you how the weather map works using the embedded system with the booster pack, I'm going to show you what it does on a web browser. So the idea of the weather map is we have our weather server. The weather server runs at a open weather map.org IP address, and turns out it actually runs at port 80, which is a default port for HTTP. So what we're going to do is our client could be either a browser, which is what I'm showing you, or it could be a embedded thing, which is what John is going to show you, sends HTTP requests. So first it's going to connect using these two pieces of information, the IP address and the port number. So it's going to connect, and then it's going to send a GET request. Our GET request is going to have a bunch of parameters attached to it, and these parameters are significant because one of these parameters is going to tell what city you want the information for, and the other one is going to give the APPID, which is basically the API key that we went through the trouble of registering with Open Weather Map so that we can get that API key. So those are pieces of information we're going to send in our GET request. The server, once it approves your request and looks up whatever database it does for the city information, is going to send a response. And the response is going to be, for us, it's going to be formatted as a name value set of name value pairs. And the name value pairs have all the coordinates of interest to us. Okay, so let's query the server and get some weather information for Austin, Texas. So I'm going to go to a browser. I will type in a URL, and what is important to us here is what city I'm interested in. And I'm also going to send my API key, which is this long pattern, and I want to be able to read the response in a legible form, so I'm going to say the units are metric. And I'm going to type that in.
Ooh, what's the weather?
And I get the information, and this is basically a bunch of name value pairs formatted in a standard format called the JSON list. It has coordinates. It says the weather today is clear, the sky is clear.
Nice.
The temperature is 17.54 degrees centigrade.
Oh, good bike riding weather.
And it says there are some clouds, but it's a good day. And it tells you what the sunrise, sunset information is, all kinds of interesting information you can get.
Excellent.
So let's take a look at how the same thing would work if we were to do it using the Launchpad. That is, John is going to show us how it would look like if the client were a thing.
All right, let's.